Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, nice move. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up, I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, you know these checking for me in the DMs, getting for me. I ain't even took the dollar out my pocket and the still shaking for me. And I'm frosted like Tony in the club with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it like, hey, when you on top. Gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. 30, I might go round the two, stacking up, I love how my money counter move. With attitude, I got a attitude, and I dropped out of school. I'm going up, check my vertical. Man, I'm breaking every rule. TMZ harassing me, I got a camera crew. I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with the jeweler, my diamonds like shit.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First down, Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a former 5th-round pick of the Eagles. This is Dion Lewis. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, here's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Let's find two.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey from 21 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. We got to discuss the Tennessee Titans' victory last week as they come back out here on offense, Charles. That win over Philadelphia in overtime was downright impressive because they had the chance to maybe tie on the field goal. They said, no, let's go for the win.
Yeah, they actually sent out the field goal unit, and then their head coach pulled them off. After the game, he said that was his intention the entire time. He was going to go for it. He just wanted to see how the defense would react. Sent them back out there. Mariota to Corey Davis from 10 yards out for the game winner. On that last drive, 3 fourth-down conversions. They also asked the head coach about his whole attitude about this. He said prior to the game, he told his team, we're going to be aggressive. And if I told them we're going to be aggressive, then I had to show that we would be by my play calling.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Keep it rolling.
Mariota now on second down. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first and 10, here's Mariota. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Keep it rolling.
On second down, Mariota again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Keep it rolling.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shreds the tackle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. good, solid yardage, he'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run. It's Henry going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Jurrell Casey in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
On the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, while we have a second, wanted to touch on a new program that's making its debut that's got a lot of people excited, Charles. It's the Madden 99 Club. Now, what that is, gives special recognition to those guys with an overall rating of 99. Of course, that's as good as it gets. So through a partnership with our friends at Nike, you're going to see custom one-of-a-kind gold 99 Club. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. A big play there, 85 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. A big play that time. Wentz to Matthews. 58 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Howland Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Here's Wentz to throw, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Daquan Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Lion.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Flush to his right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Benny Logan able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Wentz going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, a quick look back at Week 4 in the NFL. Not good for rookie QBs. They went 0 for 4. You had Rosen and Mayfield making their first starts. Both close losses.
Yeah, and Sam Darnold took on Jacksonville, one of the better defenses in the league. That's a tough go, and obviously lost that game. And then how about Josh Allen in Buffalo? Going to Green Bay, the Packers wearing the throwback uniforms. He almost didn't have a chance in that one. That was a really difficult one. But you mentioned Rosen and Mayfield. Close losses, acquitted themselves pretty well overall, although Mayfield did turn it over 4 times in the game. But I like what we're seeing out of him. The one winner, though, is Lamar Jackson, but it doesn't go on his record. He wasn't the starting quarterback, used a little bit in their game in their win over Pittsburgh.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Mariota on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And Matthews makes the ground. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A Philadelphia first down, Wentz finding Matthews. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz now on first down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now it's Ajayi. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Right back to him on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
This is Ajayi. He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down, Mariota. That's complete to Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Mariota now. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A first down throw for Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A second down throw here for Mariota. Over the middle to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Mariota now to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. Well, able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll get it up the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Wentz now to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They run with Ajayi. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I remember playing, and from a safety's perspective, when you saw a toss play and trying to see guys get to the edge and get outside, that was always a tough moment, because where do you go to pick up the ball carrier? If they seal the edge and seal the perimeter, they're going to bounce that outside, and it's a lot longer run, and you've got to make sure your angle is right, because once they get to the edge, they're going to pick up good yardage. Your job now is to make sure they don't go all the way for a touchdown. You have to become an excellent tackler against a lot of bodies out leading a runner. And on this play, the defenders were finally able to rally to the ball after a big pickup of yardage and herd him out of bounds.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm the gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already live. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's dark, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On second down, here's Wentz. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And they'll take him down. At the 31-yard line. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's a giant. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Corey Graham brings him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being...
Let's go, come on.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Over here.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 24. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the security point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Jordan Hicks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. To throw, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Here we go. 180. Ram.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They go play action here on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
On second down, it's Jones. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a... Good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
4C incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Throwing on first is Wentz. Going for it all. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Wentz will try again on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Kenny Clark able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. A beautiful fake. And he'll wind up getting... He'll bring this one out to the 27. And now the Packers get set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They pitch it out to Montgomery, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Michael Bannon, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
That's fine, yeah.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mike Daniels makes the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
We need team.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 81 yards. And the Packers are back with it. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Wentz now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And some room to work. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Run.
Now Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a run with Montgomery. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
On third down, they go Montgomery. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Wentz to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are in the field?
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he's got room. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi taking it in from 24 yards out. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. Elliott now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Zoom. Hey, check 26. Jump out.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. That's fine now.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Hey, check 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Crosby connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
When you got dumb cake up in the say that they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape up and down the interstate. Yeah, we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the Black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes, I feel special. Resale and I never pay retail. My shoe.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for James Conner. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of it.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Nigel Bradham coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Let's go.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, it's Bell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. James has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Roethlisberger to his big target, James, all 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss, the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
20.
To throw is Wentz. He finds an opening, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, and then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Interesting nugget on the Steelers as their offense comes back out here. They had won 9 straight on Sunday night. Well, that run ended week 4 with that 26-14 loss to their division rival. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 41 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Wentz now on 1st down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Throwing on first is Wentz. Buying time to his left. And the ball is knocked out. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice gain right there on first.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. And Matthews has got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, other side, solid.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Aguilar has it. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Go, go. Blue 80!
Wentz now to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first. First down. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Throwing now is Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. Ajayi first down and more. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Throwing his Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And now he bowls him over. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 45 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give them a gain of 37.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. To throw, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To To throw is Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Roethlisberger to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
They had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice?
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Philly.